Good morning, and welcome back to another edition of Medieval Total War, the 2002 version. I think it was 2002 or 2003. Almost 2 decades ago. It's hard to believe. And when I first got this game, I was rightfully blown away. I think that was really the start for me in my involvement with Total War. Where did we leave off? It's been a little while since I played this series. I've been playing the Irish on Viking Invasion. So let's do... Well, that's a problem. Better crank the taxes. Wait. Yeah, I forgot to crank taxes up. So let's do that. Got to be a little bit careful of Portugal. They're always on the verge of some big revolt. Let's move this... What do I want to do here? I'm trying to think. Let's check out... Always a little bit worried. Let's see who I got to remember who we're friends with. So the Almohads... Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're friends with the Sicilians, and I remember we were attacking the Italians. Just getting caught up to speed here. Probably should have taken a look around before I started the video, but why not? Makes it a little bit more exciting, right? To be a little forgetful. But it's coming back to me now. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move this army south. And I am going to press the... I've decided I'm going to go ahead and press south across North Africa. And boy, this Byzantine fleet, always a problem. I can't really take them on, but what I am going to do is build some big fleets. Let's make sure we're adding some more boats here. Oh, let's check the profits. Whoa, wow, that's really good. Okay, so I kind of want to be able to get... I'd like to have... Let's see, we can make... Well, let's continue to build, of course. But one of these territories, I want to be able to add an armor, just so we don't have to move troops constantly up here. I think it'll be this one right here. We'll add some the metal upgrade, sword upgrade, all that stuff, so that we can. And let's also, you know what? While I'm thinking about this, okay. So we're building a citadel. I want to get citadels actually on this entire island, and since we have huge profit margins right now. Let's go ahead and build that, each one of these, and right here. We're going to do a big expenditure here. But I do want to be able to get the reliquary and just keep the morale as high as possible. Because we may need that near the end of the game. Because after all, we only have, a little, more than 200 moves. But, you know, you do have to keep up the offensive or you will run into that a problem there. Now... Can we build boats here? Yes. Okay, so I want to be able to build caravels, so let's build them there. And I think after this boat is done, we're going to get back to making... I want to build most of my units here because we get those nice iron... Oh, gosh. Speaking about metalsmith, let's get that going. And we'll do a monastery at the end. Actually, you know what? Let's do the monastery first. Just want to keep that morale up as high as possible. And so here's our main... Oh, you know what? Down here, we're going to hold off on the 80% upgrade, and we're going to get ports here as well as... I want to be able to build boats right here in the Straits of Gibraltar. This is the key, really the key area to block them. So we'll get this army down here, and let's keep making an army here. We don't have the spear maker. You know what? I'm going to actually do the spear first. Yeah, let's do the spear maker first there. And I just want to make sure we're building in each one of these provinces. Oh, you know what? Again, let's go for monastery first. And there we go. All right, so we'll have that boat done. And how are we doing here? 4 years is a while. I think we're going to go ahead and assault that. Because I don't want to sit here for 4 years. I want to take this, and then maybe we might attack the Pope. I'm not sure. As I don't want... I want to just... Except we won't take Rome, of course, but I might actually take a swing at the Pope. We'll see. All right. So we've got a lot of territories to manage, and let's check the loyalty. Make sure everything's not too bad. Of course, as soon as we go to the war with the Byzantines, And they look pretty huge right now. I mean, they go all the way down here. I'm assuming they got a large part of this area. Who are they? Let's see who they're fighting. First of all, they're fighting the Egyptians. That's not good. That means they're probably down here. This could turn out to be a huge fight. So you know what? I am actually going to push. I want to capture as much North Africa before they get it. So we're definitely going to push down there. Okay. Well, I think that's a good point to end the round. And okay, so we took, I think, Genoa, which is good. Okay, so we got Genoa, and let's start getting that built up. What are the taxes like here? Always want to get as much on the tax front as possible. That's good. How we doing here? All right, everything's good. Oops, we're not building here. I'm tempted to, since we have everything upgraded here where we want it right now, let's go ahead and add the town watch. We don't need a trading post. That's good. All right. So let's get this army down here. And we might need one more before. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's see if we can build anything here. No spearmen yet. Darn it. Okay, well, that's all right. What can we... I don't want to just rely on these provinces to build troops, because I want to move a little bit faster than that. But we can start producing an army here. That's good. And let's just keep mass producing these guys. And the main thing is to keep the seas open as well. Got to keep those seas open. But right now, definitely the Byzantines, well, I don't see any huge fleets. So, I mean, we're definitely going to be able to hold the North Sea pretty easily. But Straits of Gibraltar are definitely wide open, which is not good. We definitely have to get some boats down there. And we're going to in a little while, at least. All right, well, let's just keep checking. These are all under construction. We just spent quite a bit. We still got 92,000 florins. I mean, or 100,000 florins. I mean, that's pretty good. And we still have a huge profit. All right, well, that's all good. I might want to send a couple armies up here just to deter the Byzantines a little bit. And okay, so let's get all this queued up. And we'll boost taxes to the highest. He needs a little bit of a... Oh, there's the longbowmen. Oh, yes. Okay, you know what? We have to at least make a few longbowmen units. I can't possibly do that. That used to be... Well, I mean, we can't actually... I used to use these when I could go to battles and fight the actual battles. The longbowmen were one of my favorite units, so we got to add those. Even though we're auto-resolving these, we kind of have to do that. Can't let that go. All right, so we'll end the round, and then we'll see where we're at. Oh, no, we're getting into this dreaded I'm going to think about it for a while thing. That's taking a while. All right, well, not too bad. I think they improved that quite a bit, and Medieval War, Total War 2. I think I played that very sparingly, though. I can't remember now. It's actually been so long. I can't remember how much I got into that. But anyways, okay, so we'll have an army here. Let's halt production for a moment. And let's just finish off this army. And I really need a spear maker in Castile for sure. And that looks good. Okay, so let's send this boat down here. We do need a general. Do we have any generals? Oh, this isn't looking good. Wow. Do I have even a single? Oh, we got them all up here. But no caravals, but we do have... All right, let's send this one boat. Actually, you know what? We're going to send one boat. Hopefully he doesn't get attacked or destroyed on his way down, but I do want to have at least a 1-star admiral down there. So we'll send him, dispatch him. And I think the rest is looking pretty good. We've got pretty much everything queued up. Let's also not forget, I do want to keep up and build some citadels. It's costly, but it does pay off endgame to have those when you need to. Or if, your province gets blocked, the loyalty will drop. You got to watch that stuff. So, we still have some stuff to do here. That's why I'm glad I did this. Okay. We've got the governorship assigned out. That's good. And things seem stable here. I don't see the Byzantines moving a lot of troops up here. And usually they do, so that's cool. I'm sure they've got quite a bit in the background, but I don't think there's anything else I really want to do this round, so let's end it. We are the richest. I always like that. That's always a great sign. I almost like that even better than you have the greatest army, because that means you're bringing in some serious cash, which is what we need. All right, let's keep moving this. Don't want to forget about this guy. Really surprised we don't have any ranked admirals here. Nothing. Ah, there we go. One more unit. I mean, I had to, you can't go, even though they're not really useful for auto-resolving the battles, they used to be really useful. I remember I used to just get several rows of them, and I could almost wipe out the enemy before they even got to me. They were really useful for a long time. Well, it's like every sea the Byzantines have a fleet. And it's always the same thing. They always have rapidly expand. Of course, they had a very sizable fleet. They expanded into Italy during Belisarius. I'm sure you guys have heard that name. One of the great late Roman generals. And he actually got into North Africa. Here was where Carthage was located, I think right here. Or here? Was it? I think it was here. And he landed down here. He was in Sicily. He took a fleet over here. And with absolutely he just landed with his army and worked his way up here, captured Carthage. And now we have to remember that the Visigoths, they had been in Spain. They came around here and captured this. But we have to remember that before, he was still in charge of a primarily Roman population that had loyalty to Rome. So Belisarius was able to kind of during the early Middle Ages was able to didn't have a lot of resistance from the locals. I guess I'd say that, but they succeeded in capturing relatively quickly. He captured Carthage, and that's because most of I think his name was Gelimer. Most of his army they had a revolt in Sardinia, so most of those guys were up here. And then he quickly I think his brother was up here. And so he got his army to come back down here. And I think Belisarius finally defeated him. But, I remember reading the accounts. He was worried about the Huns because, the Byzantines employed a lot of mercenaries, from those Germanic tribes. And the Huns were one of the big ones. So he was constantly worried that the Huns were going to revolt at any moment. And it was all this intrigue. It was really interesting. In any event, how's this army coming? We need 4 more units. Always takes 9 to have a full army. This guy's ready to go, so we'll get him down there. You know what? I should have left a boat here in Valencia, but that's okay. How are we doing? All right, so we're going to build a shipwright. So we'll at least be able to start building some boats here relatively quickly. And let's see. But if I get 4 armies down here, then we'll go on the offensive again. These fleets are looking pretty good. At least, I would feel better if we had I'd feel a little bit better if we had a ranked admiral down there, but I guess not. That's just not in the cards right now. All right, let's build a spearmaker. I do want, like I said, I want some ability to build troops here because it'd just take too much time to... This guy he's got a rank. Okay, that's good. Actually, you know what? Let's add a couple other boats there just to keep the Irish Sea. And can I even send Wow, they're all the way around there. So, but we've got this block. But when I start, I'll have to remind myself when I start a war with the Byzantines, we'll have to move some fleets into here. But maybe we'll be able to capture Denmark so fast it won't. I hate taking that hit on the support costs. All right, what do we got going on here? Let's build a citadel there, and we're still doing pretty good. Let's just make sure we're building citadels. I want as many citadels as possible. Why does this seem to be taking forever? It seems like I should be farther along. I think because this was completely leveled. So I think that's the reason, but it sure seems to be taking a while. All right. Pope doesn't seem like he's much of a threat right now, does he? But at least we got this army back up to speed. And we're in really good shape here. All right. I'm a little leery about the inevitable war with the Byzantines, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, I think we can end the round. And I really, you're tempted just to go on an all-out offensive, but I usually like to at least secure. You got to also think about the. It's always more fun to think about the front line, but you do have to think about the rear too, because especially if the Byzantines if they launched a surprise sneak attack, it would be pretty devastating. Okay, good. We've got that done. We get a reliquary, and then we'll continue on building there. Things are coming along. Okay, we're finally going to get a spearmaker there. That'll help. Let's move this army down. This one's taking some form. Now let's start building an army here. So we'll do 4 units. This is the way I always like to do it. 4. Actually, you know what? We'll do it 5 units here and 4 with the feudal sergeants. And then you get 9. So this one will create its own army, and these 2 provinces will create their own army. So we'll have like a whole production line going here of the reinforced units. So once we get 4 down here, I might start sending some armies up here just to keep this situation stable. Not interested in Ireland right now. There's not a lot of profit off of that. And I mean, I guess if the Byzantines captured it, I wouldn't really care because by then we'll hopefully have them pretty blocked off. They've got a 3-star there. So we have to, even if we took this fleet on, they've got even better boats. It probably would be, they'd probably wipe out a little bit of our fleet, but hopefully we'd survive so we could rebuild it. And we're getting some caravals there, so that's good. Okay, so let's continue on. I think everybody's really don't have a lot more to do here, so I think we can go ahead and I'm going to keep some boats here now. Let's keep building our fleet up. Don't want to forget about that. All right, that's good. I'm pretty sure the Pope's going to attack us at some point. He usually does. It always seems like he attacks me. So you can't really trust him. So that's why I want to get... I'd like to get another army like right up in this province just in case he launches an attack. I'm sure he will eventually. It's like, well, you almost forget about him. It's like really easy, just kind of forget he's even there. And then next thing you know, see here, he's got some forces up here now. Bet he's going to come in here. I'm wondering, you know what? I really do want to get another army up there pretty quickly. See if we can build any. Well, we could. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build. We're going to build some. No, you know what? I want to get the reinforced units. I don't care. Even if he attacks me, I think we can handle it. But it'll just be more of an annoyance than anything. Oh, our king is dead. That's not good. All right, well, let's check. Yeah, I'm always worried about the loyalty. See, we've got princes. I should be marrying these. Oh, she's almost an old maid. I don't want that. Let's just make sure everybody's semi. It doesn't look too bad on the loyalty front. I'm just scoping out for some generals that aren't. Well, these guys are all pretty good. Actually, I think it was worse down south. Ah, we do get a general, though. So let's marry off that general. And where is the king? He's here. Okay, so let's just move him back up here. to his home province. And how are we doing here? This guy still has a few more units. Couple more there, and we'll have that army done. So we can move this guy down here now. And I think we're just going to go. Yep, we're going to... Wait, hold on. Whoa. Before we do that, let's see who he's... He's got a lot of allies. Question is, are the Byzantines... Well, we do have a boat here now, a single boat. Let's hold off. Nah, let's go ahead and do it. You know what? My goal is to get rid of him as quick as possible. Hopefully he doesn't have a whole lot of provinces. All right, we're going to do that, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully, I don't want to get... hopefully the Byzantines don't come to his defense. Yeah, see, we knew this was going to happen. Okay. Yeah, they do have more territory, so that's fine. We're going to keep rolling in the armies. How long is that going to take? I'm not waiting 4 years. Let's take it. We want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Though we do have a lot of... I don't think they have any boats there. Oh, this guy's just sitting down here. All right, let's bring him down. Forgot about it. I knew I'd forget about him. Let's go ahead and we'll get all this done. I'm going to add... We can't really wait a lot. We'll get a few... Start building some boats there, just because I got to get this. Gibraltar is the key, so start building that fleet up. Okay, everything's under construction. This is a real powerful fleet up here. And I want to get rid of the Almohads as quickly as possible. So we don't want the Byzantines to come to their aid. That's always the threat. Getting some construction done here, quite a bit. All right, and where was that? I think we had something up here. No? Yes. Okay. This guy's good to go. The question is, where do we want to place him? I think we want to keep him up here. We're going to need another general up there. Was it here? Where was that? Oh, it was here. Yeah. Well, I can't remember, but it was somewhere. Okay, let's keep building there, and I think we finally did get a spearmaker. We did. Okay, so now we can really go into overtime here. One more unit there. We'll have a full army. Looking good. So we'll have that army completed, and I think we're gonna get an army up here, a couple of them. So I'm concerned about here. I just don't want the Pope. I mean, I could handle him, but I don't want him to come here and like capture a territory and then just wreck it. So, all right. So we've got to continue here. I want to get the... Boy, we're so vulnerable right in here. Let's see what happens if I move this off. All right, so here we're going to go ahead and let's add a bishop too. I got to remember to start adding bishops. Now let's get some bishops in some of these provinces. All right. So let's keep the offensive going as quickly as possible. Tunisia is a huge capture point down in North Africa. It's a big money maker. It's a good area to have. Always wanted to get Tunisia as fast as possible. This could be it for the Almohads. Did we eliminate them? They still linger. Okay. Well, we're just going to keep the pressure up because they can't seem to stop us. Hope I don't get a revolt there. That's a risk, but I really want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So I don't want the Byzantines to come to their aid. So we're really moving fast here. Probably faster than I would like to, but... hopefully that's it for the Almohads. Let's see. Let's say I have an island or something. Nope, that's it. Okay. How long is that going to last? 2 years? I think we can wait 2 years. How things going here? Good. Let's get everything going. We'll just get everything queued up. And I think... got to bring this boat. So far, the Byzantines haven't made a move against us, so that's good. Not a lot of loyalty. What do we get? 2 loyalty. All right, well, we'll assign out the governorship there. Get the... Wait, did I move off? Wow, that could have been a disaster. Okay, I didn't even realize that. I moved off an army? Shows you how much attention I was paying. I think I got confused. I thought it was the other army. That's fine. Let's actually... I think we're going to send these 2 forces... over here now. I don't want to neglect this area, so we're going to start sending some troops. Let's check the profit margins. Still really good. We might hold off building armies, and I want to get the metalsmith and some things added here. So we'll hold off a little bit, but we will make them here though, and we're going to actually change it up. We're going to make these 4 here, and we'll do 5 in this province. There we go. Where's our 1 star? There he is. Okay. Got to get him around the corner here. All right. I think we can end the round. So we're going to have we're coming up on 12:53, 20 moves, and then that's where the countdown begins from. Usually you got 200 years left. You got to start to move a little bit faster. Not totally faster, but somewhat faster, I guess I'd say. Let's just continue making... We'll just do the wheat upgrades there for now. Let's get the church. I do kind of want to be able to build... No, you know what? We'll do a boat. I do want to be able to make a boat there. Some boats, because we need a fleet here, too. This is a critical area. Seas I'm always concerned about are these 2. This... this, well, no, this and this. That's kind of what I want to have, at least have some size of. And I will say this, the Gulf of Valencia too is important. We're just not getting, usually I get a lot more rank generals produced, but just not getting a lot. It's really bad, but we'll have to deal with it. So let's send, that's not a lot of loyalty, but what are you going to do? Can I make... Actually, I didn't even see if I could make... Well, we're making a fleet over there, so we'll continue on. Let's see if we can make... Let's see what we got here. Do we have a guy that's a little bit more... He's got 3, so we'll send him down. And let's just go ahead and assign that out. That's fine. Oh, where's our... I was just thinking, where's our 3-star? There he is. Oh, no, moved the wrong one. This guy. Okay. Let's get him down here, and we've got a princess. That's good. Let's actually marry out... Wait, did I assign? Yeah, he's the Duke. All right, so let's marry the Duke of Granada to just get his loyalty up. And that's pretty good. Okay, so who is Egypt? I want to see who Egypt's friends with. The good news is they're at war with the Byzantines. That's really good. So they're friends with the Sicilians. We don't care about them that much. They're friends with us. The Danes, not so worried about the Danes right now. Well, anyways, that's not going to concern me. We may move on them pretty soon here. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We're going to send this guy, dispatch this force down south, and then this... We'll get this army once it's completed up here too. Okay. just completely exposed in North Africa. No boats down there whatsoever. So we'll have to get some... I mean, I want to complete the Gibraltar fleet first, but once that's finished, we're definitely going to have to get a fleet in here, or at least near the Nile once we decide to attack. I just don't know what the size... I should have some more spies, I know. I just don't know what the size of the Egyptians are, but I'm pretty certain I can handle them. I don't feel like they're a big threat. Okay, we finally get this. Their fleet just seems to be getting bigger and bigger. Or is it they're just moving them around? I can't tell. I think they're just moving them around, but feels like it is. But this fleet's in pretty good shape. Should we top it off with 3 more boats? Let's see. Profit margins are still good, but I think that's good for now. This is the one we want to get topped off. And we will. All right, so this army comes down here, and then we'll just do a shift. Shift each one over. This one, this is good. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna put 2 armies right here. One here, and then maybe 1 or 2 over here. So we'll see. So this Spearmaker is done. So let's go ahead and kick off this army again. I was going to hold off, I know, but I just don't want to get... I want to have enough armies there in case the Byzantines make a move. Or the Pope. I don't know, you know. So either or. It's just my recollection. The Pope always seemed to attack me. He doesn't like me too much. All right, so we'll do a big shift here. I always love doing this. I don't know why, but I do. Let's not forget this. This province is not a big money maker, but as I recall. Okay, so everything's going good over here. Let's get the monastery, and then we're going to work on getting... we want this to be a big boat factory. I like the fact both ports come into here. And so, yeah, we'll get this fleet up real quick, as this is critical right here. Even put a fleet down here. So we'll have the Ivory, or whatever this is, the Barbary Coast, I think, blocked off as well. All right. How are we doing down here? Pretty good. Better. I would say better. Okay, so... let's send this guy here. And then I want 2 more peasants. 1 to go here, 1 to go there. And we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, so we'll stick that army there. And we'll, like I said, we'll get 1 more here. Get the 80% going. 80% there. We'll also build a shipwright. Everything else is going pretty good. Let's just keep everything flowing. Just doing a spot check here. It's good to do that once in a while. I'll find things that I didn't build or should have built. Didn't build. Let's get that going. Okay. These territories really need to be built up. Okay. Oh, that's good. And after that, okay, all those are going to be finished. That's good. Good. So we're going to keep this. Let's check Scotland real quick. Really good. And we're going to build the cathedral up here too. Because that will be usually is the most rebellious area. They were in history and in real life, and they are in medieval total war. Let's just make sure we're building out these reliquaries. That's good. Anything else? I think that's it. Oh, I think we need to do that in Portugal. No, we don't. Portugal kind of sneaks up on you. Eventually, I think early on it's not very profitable, but later on it becomes pretty profitable. All right, so that fleet, at least we have some boats here. That's good. I think we can... I don't think I need more than 5 boats there. That's good. And then let's continue. We need to put a fleet here. Need to build that out a little bit more. Just trying to make a mental note. And I think that's good. Okay, so... Oh, let's move this guy over here, and we'll have another army. And the question is, how long... Well, I'm going to keep some armies here just because, number one, the loyalty, but also I'm worried about... it's very exposed right now. So we'll just keep armies here. And we could... No, you know what? We're not going to do it. I'm resisting the temptation. We could launch an attack against... That might be too aggressive. But once we get another army down there, this army, we'll do that. Any day now. Love catching those assassins. Those watchtowers are... I remember when I first started playing the game, I wasn't building those. I'm like getting all my guys assassinated, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then I realized, oh, yeah, we probably have to build these. Now it's like second nature. But I take that stuff for granted now. But back then, I would take it for granted. All right, so we'll get what we wanted up there. That's getting more. I feel better about this up here. I mean, they do have some forces. Look, I mean, they could easily move in here and cause some problems. So. It's what I suspected. The Pope usually gets a pretty sizable army, so we'll at least have that, at least some troops up there to deter him a little bit. Okay, then almost there. All right, let's kick off another army here. And let's then check the profit margins and see... Yeah, they're still really good because we have all these new territories. That's true. Which are now bringing in additional funds. That's the nice part about conquering new territories. And that's why you do kind of have to stay on the move if you want to build your army in the Total War games. It's always the same for all of them. You're sort of stuck between this. I want to build it up in terms of the infrastructure, but then you're also like, well, I need to conquer new territories to create new armies to get new revenue in. It is all about the revenue. All right, we've got some princesses here. We could marry them off. Let's see. Is there anybody? I mean, everybody's really loyal, so it's hard to... It's got to be somebody. Give me somebody that's not loyal. Oh, there we go. Wait, that's the prince. Okay. I don't care about him right now. Nobody's really... Everybody's just loyal. I actually hate that. I want to find one loyal person. Somebody that doesn't like us. It's got to be somebody. Not really. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's do what we planned earlier. How's the loyalty in these? Pretty good. Let's check the overall loyalty. Always good to check. It's really good. Okay, so this army is now built. We will send him south like we planned. I don't think there's a lot more. We've got pretty much everything under construction. Everybody's doing something. This one isn't. What can we do here? Okay. Let's get that done. Oh, I knew that was the one that completed earlier, and I forgot it was that one. Okay. Let's just... I really want to do that shipwright. Actually, you know what? Let's get the shipwright done. Do want to get that. Oh, we have one there. Okay, that's fine. Let's hold off on that. Can we move this guy? Yes. There we go. Okay. Much better shape now. And then, like I said, we'll get one more up there too as well. Okay. I do want to check and see. No, I think we're okay. All right. What else? Oh, we're going to take Egypt. Yeah, we're going to go after the Egyptians next. Not yet. I don't feel good about taking on the Byzantines quite yet. Just not there. Okay, a lot of these citadels were just completed, so let's go add the reliquaries. Where was it? Here. And that's really the only reason I build these, is because I want the morale as high. It's very expensive, but my personal opinion is that really helps out endgame, especially if you have to move a lot of forces and you don't want to have to keep building peasants. There is a cost to these peasants. I mean, it may not seem like a lot, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not worth it, but I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I don't need to do that. I'd like to get your thoughts on that, if that's even worth it. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just need the keep, or whatever this thing is. What is this? Castle. Where was that army? It's right here. Okay. Oops. We need one more. We'll just send it. I don't care. Oh, he was right here. All right. I forgot to move him off. Okay, that's fine. Profits are still really good. So while they're good, let's keep moving. And are we able to make some boats down here? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna really, actually, I think we're gonna build 2 massive fleets right here. 2 massive fleets. And do a huge block there. We're not gonna risk it, because I don't want the Byzantines to get beyond our front line. No way. Not gonna happen. Not on my watch. And we've had several factions eliminated. Did the Mongols? I think they did appear. Did they appear yet? No, I can't remember if they appeared or not. Or the Golden Horde, as they're called in this game. Can't remember if they've appeared yet. Okay, so this guy... Okay, so this army's swinging around now. Whoops. Let's get these built out. Can't forget these. All right, good. And one more round, and we're just going to launch an attack right into Egypt. And if we have to withdraw, I mean, that's always, we can always withdraw, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might be a risk to just send in 3 armies, but generally I'd like to do it 4 or 5, because you don't know. Well, they could have a lot, but we'll do it anyways and see what happens. It is a risk-reward war at all times. You always have to ask, what's the risk and the reward? The reward is we'll have, we'll get this whole area. And then, as long as the Byzantines aren't declaring war on us right now, I'm more than happy just to let them sit around for a while. Because if we can get up here in this area, then we'll be able to start 2 fronts against them, which would be nice. It'll divide their forces. That's exactly what we want. But they definitely have a menacing fleet, and that's gonna be where it's gonna be won or lost is the fleet battles. Fleets. You know what? One thing I do like about medieval Total War 1 is it's the fleets are much more important than they are in 2, as I recall. Okay, so should we go for it? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going for Egypt, one of the biggest possessions in the game. To me, this is huge, Egypt. Because it's sort of the one province you want to start to move into here. It's a big one. Okay. And they do have, well, that's not a good sign right here. Yeah, we're going to have to get another army down there as quickly as possible. So instead of sending this guy, I have changed my mind. We are sending him south. The good news is we can just do the shift. I love doing the shift. We can just shift one over. But that's a little scary. So let's keep building the armies. And I think our profits are still really good too. They'll continue to be good once we capture Egypt. Okay, I think that is a good place to end the video. And we will continue on in the next video. See you guys then.